Everyone, it's Kirei here for Bramble Fox, and this is my latest layout, and I'm using the October Fox box. I've pulled out the Time Together title perspective, the wheelbarrow, and a couple of the sweaters, the jumpers. And then I have gone to actually an older collection. This is from last year. It was Simple Stories Harvest Market, and I really loved it. So I've still got a few bits and pieces left. Yeah, so basically what I've done is I've just pulled out some of the different pattern papers because literally I don't really have too much. I don't think I'll hardly get any 12 by 12s left. So yeah, these are just the smaller pieces. And basically I'm just going to layer them up. Um, you'll see that the little pumpkins on the ends there, they're literally two small pieces I've just tucked in. So I am literally using up the last bits that I've got. But yeah, it's been a bit of a favourite. So, and it was perfect to go with the Bramble Fox Perspectives that I'm using because they've got a sort of autumnal vibe to them. So, yeah. So, just distressing all the edges, of course. I tend to, I hardly ever leave the edges undistressed. I just love to add that sort of extra texture and dimension to my layout. So yeah, I tend to do quite a bit of distressing, certainly on the pattern papers anyway. So what am I doing here? Okay, so I'm just going to get everything stuck down. So it's pretty easy. Now I am keeping them all flat. However, because of I will lift all the edges up anyway, so I still get that sort of element of dimension. So yes, we'll get that done. Now I must actually just jump in and apologize for the video being a little bit off center. I'm actually away and I'm using a different holder for my camera to film. So it's slightly different, and it is moving slightly. I can see it sort of seeming trying to focus. So because I'm not here, so my table is different, and yeah. So and I've realised obviously my layout's just off the bottom there. Yeah. So apologies for that. But I think you can see everything pretty much that I'm doing. So look, there you go. I seem to every now and then I think I remember and push my layout forward. Okay, I've pulled a few of the tags out. These are part of the colour part sheet. So I'm obviously distressing the edges here, and then I'm just going to tuck them behind as a bit of a feature. What I completely forgot to do though, which you can notice, is I'm popping them in. Oh, I am going to have to trim this because obviously stuck this all down, and then yeah, so I just cut the bottoms off, which is fine. I completely forgot to add some thread to those tags, and I didn't even really think about it until I completely finished. So I do add some orange thread. I just wrap that around the tops of the tags. Okay, I've got my 3 photos, and I am just adding some foam pads to the top edge only, and then they'll be flat at the bottom because I am going to stick the Time to Gather perspective over the bottom of those, so it's good to keep those flat. So I haven't mounted them because I have got them on, they're going on top of the pattern paper there. So because there's a white border on the photos, I think they look fine. And then I can pull out the embellishments and start to add those. I've obviously got do fiddle around here with these photos because initially I thought I was going to do them straight, and I sort of looked at it when it's funny when you video and then you look back at the video like I'm doing now, and I think, oh, maybe I should have done them straight. It's typical, isn't it? But that's fine. Okay. So they're all set down, and now I can add the all the embellishments. So I've got some of the paper snips there. That's number 63. That they come with the October Fox Box Plus subscription. So there's the regular subscription, and then there's the Fox Box Plus where you get the paper snips and also one of the Bramble Fox cut stencils as well. So I have got some of the embellishments, so the ephemera that goes with the Simple Stories collection, but I've also got the paper snips pieces. So I've got one of the sweater, I've got the phrases, there's some pumpkins, there's a little barrel of like apples. It is apples. I'm having to think what it was. I think there's a leaf there. There is a little folded book tucked up at the top at the moment in front of the tags, but I don't actually end up using that. So yeah, so I'm just playing around there with where everything's going to go, and then I'm now getting things stuck down. So you'll see I'm adding a little bit of foam tape to the tops of some of the embellishments, just so I get again that lift. And then others, I just sort of curve up the edges and add some wet glue to just the center. So I'm just fiddling around here with that little heart. That's actually it's from a hip kit from last year, from October. I've got the little sweater there. I've just stuck that one down using glossy accents. I've got it over on the left there because I wanted to balance the fact that I'm going to have the wheelbarrow in the same color over on the right. So I've got my two sweaters here. One of them is the Paper Snips. It's the one there. And then I've also got the other sweater, Perspective, that I will just add. A lot of fiddling around here, to be honest, isn't there? Really? No wonder it takes me ages to do a layout, because I do move things like really just tiniest amounts. But you know what? I'm just checking, just making sure it's okay. Anyway, okay, wheelbarrow stuck down, and then I've got paper snips here. They say fall in love with the moment and pumpkin spice. So they were perfect for my photos. They're actually slightly older photos because I didn't have anything really that I thought I'd use. Obviously, we're not into sort of really autumn yet. Not quite. We're starting to go into autumn, but we're not really there yet. So these photos were perfect because I had pumpkins in them. We went to a pumpkin patch. I was away scrapbooking with my scrappy best friends, and yeah, of course, we had to go and find sort of a great photo opportunity. So yeah, so we've got these fabulous photos. I'm just adding a little scallop border strip underneath. I thought it was nice to balance the blue because I've got the pop of blue at the top as well. I've added my phrases there on foam pads. I've got some of these vellum leaves. I thought I'd tuck those in just around the bottom corners, and then I'll also create another cluster to the top using some of them as well. And then, yeah, I'm nearly getting there. Okay, I've got a few more. Okay, this little pumpkin, can't quite decide where it's going to go. Yep, keep moving it around. Come on, Kirei, make a decision. Okay, I'm going to add the pumpkin, and I'm just going to mount it on some foam pads. And it's going to go over here, over to the near the other pumpkins there. So yeah, I'm almost sort of there really with the ephemera elements. Oh, then I'm just using glue dots on the little knitted heart there. I tend to use glue dots for something like that because they sort of stick it down nice and firmly. Here we go, just finishing off this top embellishment cluster using some of the coordinating ephemera and those vellum leaves. Now, if you are not a Bramble Fox subscriber, pop on over to the website, bramblefox.co.uk, and click on Foxbox, and you will find all of the details about subscribing. And what happens is you will receive a monthly box full of the fabulous perspectives. The ones that I'm using here, obviously the October Fox box. And if you decide to go for the Fox Box Plus, as I said already, you'll get the added paper snips and the Fox cut stencil. So yeah, some great benefits for being a subscriber. And of course, it means you don't miss out on the fabulous perspectives. So yeah. Okay, I'll get the title now stuck down, and then I'm almost done. As I said, I will add some thread around my tags. I'll do my journaling below the title, and I just go round, and I will add some enamel dots as well. I found them after I'd finished everything and thought I'll add some of the enamel dots. Just adding some gold ink splatters around the layout. I love the gold with the sort of autumnal colours. So yeah, and then I'm done. And I think here we go. Here's the final layout. You'll see the journaling that I've added. And here are some close-ups of the perspectives from the October Fox box. Anyway, thank you so much for watching the process video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.